Surplus value is the portion of value added by labor for which it is not compensated. Perhaps looking at the system which preceded capitalism, we can make this concept clearer. We go back to feudalism. Under feudalism, the serf, the common man, would spend 60% of his time taking care of his own crops and animals, and 40% helping take care of the nobleman's crops and animals. The time spent on the nobleman's estate is uncompensated and is surplus value right out in the open. Ma asked, how does the serf survive under this arrangement? He survives because he meets his own needs with the 60% he expends on his own stuff. The 40% is his surplus, which the nobleman takes. It's really like a feudal profit. The 40% yield is surplus value, and this sort of arrangement persists in capitalism. Roland asked, how? So, C is fixed capital in the form of raw materials and production equipment, which contain congealed past labor. W is the wage paid to labor, and P is business profit. W plus P is the value added by current labor. Labor gets its value, what it needs to continue, in W. Labor gets its value, what it needs to continue, in W. P is the part of value added by labor for which it is not compensated, and it is labor's surplus. This is surplus value, and it is the source of almost all profit, P. You guys recognize profit, but you didn't say where it came from. Well, here it is. Roland, how do capitalists get away with shorting labor? Don't capital and labor have equal rights? The employer-employee relationship is a class relationship. The worker typically needs the job more than the employer needs him, and the employer knows a lot more than the employee. Labor unions can allow labor to keep more of its surplus. All of these are aggregations of labor's surplus value. They constitute fully half of the economy. The capitalists who own most of these are risk-free, free riders living lives of leisure. They are our nobility. And their share just keeps on growing. The feudal nobility has nothing on these guys. Roland asked, but what about the managers? We have some excellent industrial organizations. Do the managers work? Yes, they do, but they could do nothing without the huge aggregations of surplus value drawn from working class people and middle class people. Please understand, capitalism works, but it works with a burden. As conditions deteriorate, W is constrained, shifting more to P. Much of labor has a wage not supportive of it. Ma asked, what will happen to the economy as employment collapses? Profits will also collapse. You will have a double-barrel crisis of both mass unemployment and collapsed profits. This may be the end of capitalism as we've known it. I always said capitalism has the seeds of its own destruction.